Is a bit overdue, but I learned some tricks in the meantime, so it actually works out. See, I'm not even much of a PC or Steam gamer. Quite frankly, I don't even like these things. Regardless, I'm a big fan of handhelds, and some of my Steam games just feel better suited to be played portable versus behind a desk. In the past, I was playing with this idea that the Steam Deck is the PlayStation Vita successor. Long story short, PSP and PS Vita were machines that had some iconic native games, but more importantly had enough power and freedom to emulate other consoles. I went from playing a DS on my PSP at 2 frames per second to playing my DS on a PS Vita at 9 frames per second. Check the stats, bruh.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We up. Jokes aside, one thing was unquestionable. The Vita was a lot stronger than the PSP. Now we have something even stronger. And bigger. Over the past year, you could probably tell I've been embracing this whole Digimon thing. And I gotta say, man, I feel like Steam Deck is like the perfect machine for Digimon fans with how easy you can emulate games. When your franchise spans across literally every console, replaying the older games gets a bit challenging. And personally, emulation is the main reason why I want to get this thing. From what I've gathered, it doesn't feel like Digimon fans are the biggest gamers, at least from a variety standpoint. Many times I ask and you guys don't own any consoles, and if you have a PC, it's like a 50-50 if it's a gaming PC or not. And I just feel like the Steam Deck makes this so much more straightforward. I first got my Steam Deck around the beginning of summer, and in seconds I had every single emulator installed. Since it's Linux based, it's easily customizable, and you can just search or browse, then download emulators without even leaving your home screen. I just wasn't expecting it to be that easy. You know, just the other day, my boy the Porter John, who actually 3D printed that stand for me, introduced me to something called Emu Deck, which took everything a step further. Rather than having to go into desktop mode, which quickly becomes tedious, it beautifully lays out all my emulators by console in my Steam library. Now I can play some Risk of Rain 2, and you know, easily hop on a Digimon World Dusk, or maybe I'm feeling dangerous and want to play some Digimon World 4. Nah, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. I gotta say, man, the performance surprised me a little bit, but then I had to pinch myself. I was like, bro, this thing is playing Elden Ring. You know what I'm saying? Digimon All-Star Rumble is not a problem. It's child's play. You know, it's funny. There's actually one game that you would have expected to run flawless, and it's like the worst running one. We'll get into it later. This is one of the few devices able to flawlessly emulate a PS3. Not to mention how good it feels in your hand as a bonus. I have to mention, okay, yes, it feels good, but if you pick up a Switch too closely after you've picked up a Steam Deck, next time you pick up that Steam Deck, bro, you're gonna feel like it gained some weight. But don't judge, guys. Come on, don't judge. But nonetheless, you know, these games play great with some small exceptions. One big fact is that we're running these emulators natively, so we're getting the benefits of their features, like the way they upscale graphics. You know, we're technically on a gaming PC, and it shows. It's funny though, because even with that being said, I don't know, man. I was still impressed with All-Star Rumble's performance. Like, I don't know. I was just expecting something bad. Side note, why does this game feel like some gas? I've never heard a soul talk about it. This is an action-based Digimon game where you control the Digimon with fairly good graphics, with combos too? Bro, why has nobody told me about this game? No. Oh my God. I picked one game from each console to give a try. For PlayStation 1, I tested Digimon World 1. Because why not? On PS2, I grabbed the greatest game in existence. Digimon World. On PS3, Digimon All-Star Rumble update. This is one of the first games that I downloaded and played on my Steam Deck. And remember, I got my Steam Deck back in the beginning of summer. So I've played it quite a bit, and I can confirm it's trash. The game itself is fine, but the actual game is horrible. You feel what I'm saying? On PSP, I tried Digimon Adventure. What the hell is this? In an attempt of recording my screen, I lost some quality so you can't fully tell, but I'm telling you, this game looks crazy good on the Steam Deck. The combat reminds me of Cyber Sleuth. I'm actually gonna play this game for a bit and I'm gonna report back to y'all my findings. You know, I think I'm on to something. On the DS, I tried the infamous Digimon Dusk. We might have to hit like a stream playthrough of this or something. I don't know. Let me know how you feel in the comments. On the 3DS, I tried the almighty Digimon World Digitize Decode that I used to hear so much of. We definitely gotta play this one on the channel. So, with Digitize, it's kind of infamously bugged in a sense. It has an English patch because it never came to the US. And so it's kind of known for some bugs. Firstly, the intro scene animation lags no matter what you're playing it on. And then I had some other things happen. Bro, I was like, what is going on right now? But literally just one checkbox and, you know, all the problems were gone. So we're good. And so the remaining games are native to Steam. Digimon Cyber Sleuth, the Complete Edition, and then Digimon Survive. It was interesting to see that Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth Complete Edition is actually labeled as not supported on the Steam Deck. This is that one game I mentioned that you'd have expected to run flawless, but it doesn't. Firstly, it doesn't even work. Literally, like you press play and you can't see anything. It's also a pretty easy fix, right? All you gotta do is go to desktop mode, play it a bit till you can get to the settings, configuration, and then you turn on full screen mode. And from there, it kind of works. It works, but I have no idea why, but it's like running at 40 frames per second. Now, I initially wanted to say this isn't a problem, you know, this is not no action game. But I played Survive and felt that 60 frames and holy shit, I was like, Cyber Sleuth is running in slow motion. Like, again, it's not that bad, but 40 frames per second. Some of y'all know the magnitude of what I'm saying right now. And if you don't know, you're fine. And so on the other hand, Digimon Survive, it's supported, but they indicate there may be some extra effort needed to enjoy it comfortably. Really, all that seemed to mean from my finding is that some things are hard to read, but it's funny because they actually had a cool way to get around this, right? They had this button input that lets you zoom in. Press a Steam button and you hold out one and you're able to move the joystick around and you can actually zoom in. It's pretty cool. It's a good thing we're not short of buttons by any means. This thing has so many buttons and it's so customizable. Don't even get me started on that. And man, I'm trying to tell y'all, I cannot say it enough, but the Emu Deck add-on makes this such a seamless and great experience for emulation purposes specifically. Post-editing jam here. Digimon Masters Online is actually the very first Digimon game I tried to play on my Steam Deck. As I'm editing here, I noticed I didn't talk about it at all. And unfortunately, I didn't talk about it because it doesn't work. But I did want to put that information out there for anyone who might be wondering. Honestly, when it comes to these MMOs and really anything that has an anti-cheat engine, those games are not going to play very well with the Steam Deck. Like, this device, bro, it's doing a lot. Honestly, it's doing too much, if we're being honest. And that's why I had to buy it. I got the 64 gigabytes, so the lowest end, it was only 400. That's all I need, bro. Like, I initially had the 256, the middle one, pre-ordered, but bro, 530. I'm like, for what? Like, for what, bro? I'll grab a 256 gigabyte mini micro SD not mini. 20 bucks, call it a day. I need more space, another 20 bucks, call it a day. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I did. That's what I'm going to do. and we chilling. Having one place to play every single Digimon game on the go is just top tier. For a franchise that spans across multiple generations and systems, just thinking about that gets me so fired up of how far technology has come. You know what I'm saying? I like that shit, man.
Thanks for watching, hope you coming back soon. It's the boy Jam, you the squad, it's the tune. Always feeling great, see me smiling in the room. I been getting to the money ever since I left the room. Hey, how you doing? What's the word? What's the move? We the J squad, so please make room. I always hydrate and I'm eating up my plate. Thinking about the past, I can see this is my fate.